Hey folks, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you the most simple ICT strategy that I know. I know multiple people who have passed their prop firms account just using this, okay? It is so unbelievably simple that you just won't believe it. So if we take a look at my monitor right now, what you're going to be using is this Fibonacci extension right here, okay? I'll just give you these settings right now. They look like this. And all that you're looking for is a liquidity sweep and then some sort of displacement in the opposite direction, indicating that that was in fact a liquidity run, right? And then you draw this from the low of the liquidity sweep to the high of the displacement. And then you wait for price to return back into this zone right here, right? The 0.6, 0.7, and 0.79, okay? And then you would place your P&L tool like this, okay, every single time, and you move your stops to break even at the 1 to 1, okay? So those are the rules, and of course you want to be trading in the normal ICT hours, so from 8:30 to 11:30 and from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. okay? That is when you're going to be looking for this setup. So right here we just had opening bell. It is 9:40, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we get liquidity sweep right here. Now we would want to see some sort of displacement in the opposite direction, which we get here. So when you do, right, you draw it from the low of the sweep to the high. There you go. And then you place your P&L tool like this, right? Stop always goes here and TP is always here. Okay, always. So let's see what would have happened. And there we go. Instant TP almost, right? Very beautiful. Now this is going to be, small trades. You can use it on like in bigger ranges, so your trades take longer. But generally you want to be doing something like this, very small trades. This is very, very good for building your confidence, not going for 1 to 10s, going to 1 to 5s, right? A 1 to 1.6 risk to reward is what you're going to be using every single time. So yeah, this was the first example. We have a sweep here. So we draw it like this, right? Then we would have gotten filled right here. Let's see if this would have worked out. And it did. So 2 back to back, that was maybe a bit lucky, right? But we had our sweep. And then you draw it from the high to the low, right? And you put your P&L tool just like I taught you. And that is literally all you're doing. This is called the optimal trade entry Fibonacci. This is something that ICT has been using and teaching. So yeah, let's keep going here. That high was not swept. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can get displacement. There we go. Now let's do this right here. And here we go. Now we change it to here, right? Because the low changed. Let's see if we can get filled. So unfortunately, we are not getting filled on this trade. Okay, let's see if we can get some sort of bullish displacement here. Okay, so this is a bigger one, not something I would usually go for if I was trading this, but let's just try it for the fun of it. There we go. Targeting this high. The reason I would not want to do this is because we have already taken out all of this liquidity right here. Now we have built equal highs up here, so that is quite nice. Right, so this candle would have filled us. Let's see. And that would have been a break-even trade. You can take partials at a 1 to 1, right? If that is something that you do. I personally don't, but you can absolutely. Then this would have still been a winner. But yeah, very, very simple strategy. I don't think it gets any more simple than this. None of this is in hindsight, by the way. Oh, that was actually outside of the zone that I just told you not to trade before. So we are going to disregard that. Get the 830. There it is. All right, let's see if we can get buy side sweep here. We did. That's perfect. Let's get bearish displacement here. All right, let's draw it out. The hidden tool, same exact thing. Now we move it. And hold on, let's see if we would have been able to get filled here. So it would have looked like this. By now, I probably would not have, been looking for an entry, but you absolutely could if you wanted to. And why is that? Because the data low, right? The low of the news candle has been taken out. So I'm no longer interested in trading, and that would have failed, right? But let's see if we can get another buy side sweep here to set up a short. All right, let's see if we can get filled on this. That's more like it. Okay. And there we go. Very beautiful trade again. Right? Would have looked like this. Forgot to put up the P&L tool. I accidentally clicked play instead of pause. So yeah. Again, very simple. Same exact thing, right? We get buy side sweep here. Right? We have bearish displacement. We pull it out from the high to the low. And then we just enter off of the 0.618 zone and target the 0 zone every single time. Again, we have sell side swept, bullish displacement. Let's see here if we can get filled on this right here. Now, something like this is always nice when it's supported by like an order block or a fair value gap or anything, right? Okay, so we did not get filled here. Now we have taken out these highs here. So me personally would not be looking to enter anything after this because we have taken out buy side, right? So I would not be looking to enter off of this, but let's just see what would have happened in case you did, right? We do it like this. Let's see if we can get filled. All right, now we're tapped in. And we would have been break even by now. And that would have been a beautiful trade, okay? Not something I personally would have done, probably, because we took out these relative equal highs here. Unless my drawn liquidity for some reason was higher. This is, of course, with no bias. If you can apply this to your bias, that's even better. Now we have had a buy side sweep happen here. Let's see if we can get any displacement to the downside. We absolutely can. Let's see if we can get now here in this scenario right here, I would want to see us tap back into our optimal trade entry area without hitting this low, okay? So if that can happen, then I'm fine. And if not, then I won't be taking a trade. Okay. So definitely not taking that trade. So, right, of course, this is going to be even higher probability when you guys are doing it because you're going to be looking at ES at the same time. If you trade, this works on Forex too, by the way. Right, so you can look at GBP, USD and Euro USD, right? Look for SMT, stuff like that. Have a clear bias, clear drawn liquidity, trade within that, make it higher probability for yourselves, right? This is probably the most raw video you're ever gonna see. There's no bias, there's no script, there's nothing, right? And we've still maintained a fairly high win rate. I am gonna calculate it after the video. Let's see here. These equal highs were swept. See if we can get any bearish displacement. We can. Let's draw it out. Our magic tool. All right. So again, what do I want to see? I don't want to see this low get taken out. If we take out this low, I'm no longer interested, okay? If it stays open, I'm very interested. Okay, here we go. Now we would have been filled right here, targeting that right here. Let's see, instant TP, okay? Why would I not trade if we hit this low? Because maybe the short-term low, the drawn liquidity was this low here, and then we skyrocketed after, okay? So in my personal opinion, do not trade this if we take out internal liquidity beforehand, right? So had it looked like this, you would not be taking a trade because we took out a low before we hit our optimal trade entry, right? So then we would not be looking for trades because we took out liquidity and we don't know if price wants to rally after sweeping this or not, okay? So let's do a few more before I end this video, right? We had taken out these equal lows here. Displacement. Let's see if we would have gotten filled here. We would, right? Let's see if we would have hit TP. We would, right? Again, relative equal lows get ran here. Displacement. We hit our optimal trade entry. Place our entry on this zone right here. Very, very important. Okay. Now, if you see some setups as like, dangerous setups, something that you don't trust, I would first of all not recommend taking it. But if you for some reason still want to take it, I would lower my leverage and then you can go for one of the other 3 lines here, okay, to get a better risk to reward. But generally, you want to do it like this, okay? All right, here we are at 8:30. Let's see what happens. Now we did get a sell side sweep here. But what happened that I don't like to see, we took out this high, right? So this is probably not something that I would be looking to trade, but let's, for the fun of it, see what would have happened if we decided to trade this. Again, very simple, same exact thing I've been doing this whole video. Now, let me show you something. This is nice when it's combined with a fair value gap like this, okay? When you have PD arrays supporting your optimal trade entry area, that is nice. Let's see what would have happened. That was, okay, that was the opening bell. So this is really not something that you would be trading, okay? Don't place entries during the opening bell. That is gambling. Don't do it, all right? And we have had a big sell side sweep. Let's see right here. Now, why am I okay with taking this when we've taken out this low? I'll tell you. Because 9:30, 8:30, and news highs and lows is typically something that don't stay open very long. Lows and highs of news, opening bell, and the New York opening at 8:30, okay? So let's see what would have happened. We get tapped in. This was a very, very clear loser, okay? That happens. What do? We get over it and we move on to the next trade, okay? All right, here we are at 8:30 the following day. Let's see if we can get anything going here. All right, what happened here? That was 9:30 opening bell. So let's see. Okay, so we swept the 9:30 opening here. That was nice. And we have also swept these lows over here. Let's see if we can get any bullish displacement. Does not look like it. Another low is swept right here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we do get 2 consecutive candles here. That's nice. We can go for a play, see if it works out. Again, I'm telling you, it does not get any more simple than this. Okay, did we get filled? I'm not sure. So this probably depends on your brokerage, but probably not. That is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We do get filled here before taking it out. That's nice. And we hit the high. Beautiful, beautiful trade, right? So again, very, very simple video. I hope you understood exactly what I was trying to tell you. So if you're confused, maybe, you find it very, very, very overwhelming, all this ICT stuff, and you just don't understand it. You want something simple. This works, okay? You can see it here. It's obviously not in hindsight, any of this. And this is without a proper drawn liquidity, right? No established bias. I have no idea where price is going to go. I'm simply just trading liquidity sweeps with the optimal trade entry Fibonacci. I'll show you the settings for it once again. That's it right here. I will calculate the win rate and put it up right there. All right. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.